Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Glassman's World. I'm Dan the Glassman, and we are about to get started here. Going to make a few items here on the torch. Let's get our didymiums on. That way we can make sure we're wearing our protective eyewear. We can see through the flame with the didymiums on. Alright, let me make sure I move some of these items out of the way here. That way I don't melt any plastic. So we're going to work on some Christmas items, guys. I got snowflakes. We worked on these the other day. These are pretty cool. Little snowflakes that I made. A couple different varieties. Here's a little Christmas tree. A little style that I figured out how to make. And I'm thinking that we can probably make a few more items, something similar to this here. So let's get started. We'll put these in the view. Maybe we'll even, I don't know if I have any white. I wish I had some white. If so, we'd be able to make some candy canes. I might be able to use some of the ghost white just for fun, just to make some. But let's get started here. Let me see, what green are we going to use? I think we'll go with this here, which I believe is the jade green, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to try something out here. So I saw a couple individuals recently making some Christmas trees real simple like this here. So the way they made them is a simple wrap and rake process, or not raking at all. They just wrapping it. So they're doing like some lattice work, latticino work on the outside. So we'll do the same thing here. So I just need to bring it to like a Christmas tree shape. So they got the point on one end. We're gonna gather this glass up on the rod here. And we're gonna bring it up more. So let me make sure we got live chat on here as well. And let me bring up the video here so we can read any comments.
This holiday season. You can count on this. You get up high quality with our exclusive brand and
Alright, just trying to bring up my channel here, and then I can read any comments when people come in. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. So we only got about an hour before I got to get going. So we're going to make this you know, within the hour. All right, here we go. So we're just gonna Christmas tree this out some. Just get that Christmas tree shaping that we all are used to. I should probably do one just that size, actually. All right, we'll start with something that small first. All right, let's snap that off and get this preheated. And we'll get this green here. And I don't know what sort of green they're using. They might be using a more translucent green. I'm not really certain. I'm going to use this jade green here. Alright, so the trick is to get this stringer to lay on it just right. Hold on, let me get this flame a little bit better here. Oops, I keep pulling it weirdly. I'm not getting this green to flow right. Come on, what's going on? You know, I could definitely give this a better spin if I had it on a smaller axis. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put it on a point on the next one, and we'll really be able to spin it. Kind of hard to spin a 16 millimeter rod. Oh, I'm glad I didn't go bigger. Like, oh my God. Alright, so now after we got all that green on there, I'll pull up this point just a little bit here. Alright, and just make sure it's all laying on there nicely. Make sure that point is nice and straight. Add a little bit of some blue dots there. Couple red ones. Are we seriously out of oxygen? Don't tell me we're out. No. Okay, well, we're gonna finish one Christmas tree at least, guys. Why does this always happen? I thought I had plenty. I guess I've been blowing glass and making quite a few things lately. Staying busy on the torch. Let's at least get one Christmas tree done. And then I'll have to try to get the oxygen refilled tomorrow on Friday before the weekend hits so I can make as many items as possible. Setting up for another event this Saturday. And then also for our Curious Sunday Market once again on Sunday coming up. So I definitely got to make sure that I'm got enough oxygen and ready to make some glass for this weekend. Alright, and then we'll put a nice little gold dot on top right here. Represent the star. Man, I don't really like that yellow though. That yellow is festering and I don't like it at all. So we're going to remove it, get rid of it. Going to add something different. We will add this yellow. Maybe this yellow is better. Looks like it's melting better. All right. Looks like we got a better yellow here. Let me just bring the flame down some. Get this yellow to melt down to a little ball right on top of the tree here. That is definitely a better yellow. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna do our best to get this off, finish this up. Wasn't really sure how I was gonna do the bottom of it here, but we're definitely gonna have to cut it off somehow. Let's see if I can attach this to the punchy. See if we can get this flame cut without dropping it. All right, well, I do the best that I can. And apparently I'm out of oxygen once again. I did notice a few days ago or when I was live that I was a little bit more than halfway through this tank. I should have checked again before going live. I never do though. And I have my regulators turned upward a little bit, so I can't really read them. I gotta stand up to read them. All right, well, if I can flame cut this, I can at least make one Christmas tree of the newer style, which is just a simple wrap and then add some dots to represent Christmas ornaments around it. I've seen how they were just doing a real simple green wrap with white dots all around, including white on top. I figured I'd add some red and some blue in there, make it a little bit different. Let's see if we can get this finished here. We'll just pinch the bottom, get all this clear glass off right here. And I'll do my best to flatten this with whatever little oxygen that I got left in here. And hopefully I don't snap it off the top, off the punchy as I try to flatten it here. All right, that should be able to stand up. Cool. Let's just grab it somewhere here in the center. Snap it off. The yellow's still on top. All right, there we go. We got our very first little Christmas tree right here, guys. New little style, little miniature. I don't know how much I'm gonna do these for, 10 or 20 bucks, something like that. But this is cool. We're gonna throw this in the kiln. Cute little Christmas tree, guys. I want to wrap it a little bit better, maybe get some more translucent green to put on there. That would look a lot better if I had the translucent green on there. But yeah, that came out pretty good. And that green's gonna come out a little bit different of a color. Right now it's warm, so it's a little bit different of a color, but I'm gonna drop this in the kiln. And I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. I'm sorry that that's the only piece that I can do for the day. My oxygen just ran out. I don't have any backup oxygen plans yet. I do need to figure that out. But let's get this ready to just put down on the bottom of the kiln. All right. Well, that was fun. Here's another style that I've done before in the past, just all clear and just adding some little knobs and pulling them downward and creating that tapered effect. And no star or nothing on it, just simple clear tree there. I was hoping to make some snowflake, at least 1 or 2 snowflakes real quick. I was gonna make some bigger ones, but I don't have enough oxygen, so I could just show you a couple of the ones that I made recently. You can see they're a good size, I'd say that's about 2 inches tall. So not too bad. But I got 2 of those right there. And I'm not sure if I'm going to sell them, because I was thinking I was going to get 20 for them, but they seem a little small. So I might keep them for our tree and just make some bigger ones and ask 20 for the bigger ones. But with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go because I don't have any more oxygen to make any more. I really wish that I did. I am so sorry. But thank you for tuning in and watching. Don't forget, we got these cute little Super Mario mushrooms still available. So hit me up. Also, if you're watching this video all the way through to the end, remember that when you order anything from me right now till the end of the year, or if you purchase anything from me in person here in Albuquerque, everything right now, all Gardenia glasses, buy one, get one free. All you got to do is just mention that. And just be like, hey, you're still doing the buy one, get one free? And I'm like, yeah, you must have saw it, seen me mention it somewhere here or there, seen a post, seen a video. So make sure that you mention that and get your buy one, get one free deal till the end of the year, till 2026. All right, thanks for watching. I'm out.